Welcome to Landwards, the podcast for the land-based engineering community, brought to you by the Institution of Agricultural Engineers.
My name is Andy Newbold and I am the editor of Landwards, the magazine. And today I have been joined by Ed Hansom, who is the chief executive of the institution, and he is going to talk to us about CPD. Over to you, Ed.
Thank you, Andy, and hello. I'm going to be talking to you about CPD from the perspective of the Institution of Agricultural Engineers. I'll talk about what is CPD and the requirements associated with it. I'll talk about sampling. I shall talk about our audit process, and then a few highlights in terms of conclusion. So, firstly, CPD, a term that I'm sure you've all heard of. What does it actually stand for? Well, continuing professional development, a rather clunky term, but effectively what we're talking about is lifelong learning, what one learns throughout one's life, not just one's career, to enhance your professional competence and enable you to maintain your employability. CPD itself covers a wide range of activities. Often people think about CPD as being restricted to attending conferences or courses and seminars, going on an organised visit. Perhaps you might write an article or a technical paper for a scientific journal or a magazine. And of course, there's further education, distance learning, open learning. But CPD is more than just that. It's much broader and includes such things as a short technical training course that you might attend as part of your work, secondments to other departments or other organisations, private study, and of course on-the-job learning. We learn an awful lot simply by doing the work that we do each and every day. Equally, from an IAgrE perspective, involvement with IAgrE activities counts, and it can include such things as attending branch meetings, working with your local branch, attending technical meetings, even writing articles for Landwards, or indeed reading biosystems engineering. And of course, there's the committee work as well that you might wish to get involved in. CPD is with us, and it's becoming ever more important. So, what are the requirements? Well, from an institution perspective, we provide an awful lot of CPD events and activities for our members, as well as a system for you, the member, to register your CPD with us. We have decided to adopt a pragmatic approach to the registering and recording of CPD. And as such, we are using the Engineering Council website to help us. So those members, particularly those who are registered with the Engineering Council, and indeed the Society for the Environment, or are seeking to upgrade their membership, they must maintain their CPD records. And it has actually been a condition of the Society for the Environment registration from the outset. There are basically three types of CPD as far as the institution is concerned. There's development of technical expertise and knowledge that's relevant to one's profession. There's extension of technical and managerial skills beyond your normal field of work. And then there's the development of one's professional life skills and knowledge, such as learning new languages, gaining a greater understanding of finance or law, or any of those things that are perhaps outside of your normal working life. It's important to bear in mind that the institution doesn't use a rather clunky monitored points or hours system to measure our members' CPD. And members are encouraged to send their CPD records to us so that we can review them and comment upon them. From the 1st of January 2017, it became an Engineering Council policy that random sampling of members' CPD must be undertaken by the professional engineering institutions, and the IAgrE is a professional engineering institution. So therefore, we are required to conduct an annual sample of those records. I mentioned earlier that we encourage our members to use the Engineering Council facility for the planning and recording of CPD, and this is called My Career Path. That's one word, My Career Path. And there's also an auditing facility on My Career Path for professional engineering institutions to help audit the CPD records that members put up. Therefore, we've chosen My Career Path to collect those records. And we offer this to our members through a simple sign-in process through the IAgrE logged in area of our website. We also randomly audit our members, and what we do is we will select a number of members and send them an email asking them to log into My Career Path, and if they've not already done so, to set up an account so that they can upload their CPD. Members will be provided with a submission code to ensure that only those chosen can make a submission to the audit, and auditors are selected and assigned appropriate submissions from our members. So in terms of how this works, the member will make a submission to the audit. The administrator then allocates the submission to a specific auditor. The auditor adds and submits feedback. There's also a moderator who will review the feedback and add or amend comments as required. The auditor or moderator can escalate any problematic submissions for special consideration. Then, once complete, the administrator sets the submission to complete to indicate that feedback is cleared for release to the individual member, and then the feedback is released and the administrator sets the status to be released to send to the member. So in conclusion then, we are all doing CPD. It's vital, particularly in jobs that are of a technical nature, for us to remain competent in our jobs. What we need to do now is to be more proactive about how we plan and record it. And that's where the institution can help. The CPD audit that the IAgrE offers is designed to offer positive feedback to our members. If you'd like more information, please go on our website, www.iagrE.org/CPD, or you can email us at secretary@iagrE.org or telephone 01234 750 876. Thank you very much indeed for listening.
Ed, that's great. Thank you very much. That's it for the Landwards podcast for today. Thank you. Bye-bye.
For more information, visit www.IAgrE.org. You have been listening to Landwards, the podcast for the land-based engineering community, brought to you by the Institution of Agricultural Engineers.